Hello. This week I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, which has been out for about 6 months, 8, something like that. But anyway, uh, for those who are kind of unfamiliar with it, I'll give you kind of the abridged version. See, Nintendo Switch Online, it's $20 a year, or I think it's like 35 if you get the family plan, where it's like you have like 8 people on the same account, but I don't know why anyone would have. I mean, I can understand like 2 or 3 people using the same account, but 8? I don't know. Anyway, um, the service lets you play games online, and there is a good variety of them. Um, it also gives you access to cloud saves, this voice chat system, which is awful. I'll get back to that later. Um, and also, you get NES and Super Nintendo games that you're basically rent digitally, so to speak. You know, they come out every few months. They come out with like a few more that they'll. You know, some of the games are good, some are mediocre. Others are just I don't know, hidden gems. It's all a matter of perspective whether something is good or bad or not when it comes to games. Um, Another thing they added like a few months ago was that weekly challenges that you get like platinum points, and then you can use them to buy like different profile icons that you can kind of customize and stuff. Even though people have been saying they want themes like the 3DS had for years, but whatever. I guess this is it's a start. But anyway, so then if you get the Switch Online Plus expansion pack, it's a whopping $50. And or I think it's like 80 or 100 or something like that. I forget the exact number, but it's something like that for the family thing where you have like I said, I don't know why anyone would have 8 people on one account, but for online gaming, but whatever. Um, this adds N64 and Genesis games. That's actually part of the reason I wanted to make this video. And also DLC for certain games, which I'll talk about that in a second. But like I said, that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like Nintendo's almost like keeping people in the dark. I don't have the expansion pack. I'll just throw that out right now. It's another reason why I'm making this video. But it's like when they announced the expansion pack, they said like which was back in October, I believe. It's like, these games are coming with the service, and then here's some more that are coming later on. Well, now we're at the end of that list, so let me get one thing out of the way real quick. When they launched the NES and SNES streaming service thing for the basic online, they said like, you'll be starting with these games, like will be launching with the service, and then more will be added over time. And that was it. They just so every once in a while they'll just surprise you with a couple new games, like, oh, okay, this one's okay, that one whatever, something like that. Used to be every month, now it's like every once in a blue moon or something. But anyway, like I said, it was like, it's always a mystery. With the N64 games, they kind of threw like a curveball and said, like, these are the games we're starting with, and then these ones are coming down the road. They didn't do like what they did with NES and Super Nintendo, where it was just like more games coming down the road. It's like, these are the ones coming. So it's like, all of a sudden, the last game on the list was Pokemon Snap, which just came out last week, I believe. And it's like, okay, so what's next? Because that's the thing. It's like we don't know what other games are coming after Pokemon Snap. And it's like, I can think of 2 reasons why. It's like, maybe they want to just keep a surprise for when there's new games or something, or maybe there isn't any more games coming. I think that was something a lot of people were concerned about. Or is it maybe they are having trouble getting access to other games, or maybe they can't get them to run on there or something? But it's like, if any of those are the case, let us know about it, If we want to, people want to know what if they're going to invest in something like this, they want to know what they're getting. Well, I think a lot of people do anyway. Well, I don't want to say smart people, but well, maybe I should. I don't know, but you know what I mean. If you're going to invest in something, you really want to know what you're getting. Like the average person, we'll put it that way. The other thing is with the DLC, it's like, because Because keep in mind, even though the Switch is popular and these games are popular, not everyone has these games. But it's like it started with there was DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizon. Then there was DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which a lot of people, including myself, would have rather seen new Mario Kart, but whatever. Since that game is like 8 years old. But Mario Kart 8 Year Deluxe. Um, um, then they recently came out with Splatoon 2 DLC. Well, it's old. It's DLC for Splatoon 2 that came out a few years ago. So it's like, again, like, and the other thing is like you don't own you can get the access this DLC through the expansion pack. So it's not like you're DLC with any other game. You buy it, download it, now you own it. In this case, you're kind of just renting it. But and see, I think that's why like the DLC, like, because I think there is going to be more down the road. I think maybe that's why the expansion pack is so expensive. But it's like, again, if they're gonna do that, like keep adding DLC to it, like why not tell us about it? Like, why are you just keeping us in the dark? Like keeping us guessing? Like, cause I can think of a couple, because like I said, the DLC that they added for Splatoon 2 came out like years ago, so it's like old DLC, not like DLC that just came out. But so if they're gonna do more of that, like why not the DLC from Pokemon Sword and Shield, or why not the DLC from Smash Brothers? Those are popular games. Um, or with new games coming out, or even games that have been on the system for a while. Like look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That game's been on the system for a while, and they just came out with DLC for it. So maybe you can come out with DLC for some of the other games that and put them to the expansion pack. But like, let us know ahead of time. Like why are you just like, oh yeah, we'll tell you, like because I feel like the next direct, like I know there's a direct this week for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and then I don't know, probably another one at the end of the month or something. Um, like a regular direct, or maybe one in July, whatever. We'll have to wait and see. But I have some ideas that they could do to make the service more worthwhile. Is like, for starters, they need to come up with a more basic voice chat system. Like, I personally don't use voice chat, but it's still a very big part of online gaming. And it's just like the way they have it on that is like any other system where you have like, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, you just plug the headset into your controller or whatever. And this is like you have to get an app on your phone, and you have to turn on the phone, or the app, excuse me, and then plug your phone into the Switch, and then you just play. Like, what? Why? Seeing people actually try and justify that is pretty amusing. Because, yeah. But anyway, so, like, yeah, come up with, like, they needed, like, a better voice chat system, like something that, like, everyone else does, you know? You don't have to be different on everything, Nintendo. I mean, I like that Nintendo is innovative, but in some cases, it's just so unnecessary. Another thing is, like, there's no friend messaging for. I mean, I know, like, Nintendo's more family friendly, and there's, like, little kids on there and stuff, but, like, that I completely understand. Like, but that's what parental blocking is for, you know? Even if, like, parental blocking is on things like YouTube and, like, hell, it was on things like Comcast and digital cable and stuff. Like, parents don't want their kids watching something. That's what we got the parental block for. You can put that on the Switch if you don't want which, I understand. I wouldn't want my kids. I don't have kids, but if I had like kids, especially young kids, I wouldn't want them messaging around with like strangers on the internet either. Another thing is, well, I know there's like obviously going to be more games added down the line. Like, there's been rumors like of Game Boy, and it's interesting to see like would this be part of the basic online, or would it be part of the expansion pack? Like they really need to add more systems, and it's because even if they could get ones from like like they already got Sega on board, but they could get Neo Geo with the TurboGrafx 16 games, even though you can kind of already buy those games separately, but whatever. Because it's like, because a lot of those were on the virtual console for like the Wii and Wii U and stuff, but like I said, Sega has other systems like the Game Gear and stuff like those. But it's like, And I know obviously they have to get them on board and pay them stuff, but it's like Nintendo is a multi-billion-dollar company. It's really not that hard. And one last thing is, I remember Nintendo, the Wii U had something called Miiverse, which was, if you remember PictoChat on the DS, it was almost like a cross between that and Twitter, which I actually left Twitter a couple of years ago and never looked back, but that's beside the point. Um, it was a neat little feature because it was you could it was just like a neat little place to interact with people between the different games on the systems, and maybe if you were like stuck on a boss in a game or something, you could ask people for help, and just there's some people doing artwork and stuff like that. It was just a neat little feature, even though not everyone liked it. That's okay. One major flaw was that you couldn't advertise on there, like if you whether you have like a YouTube channel or maybe a small business, or maybe you make and sell things on Etsy or something like that, and then it's like, if you put like something like that on there, like, hey, check out my um, YouTube channel, or some of the stuff I sell like um, jewelry on Etsy or something. Come check it out or something. Miiverse admins were like, nope, that's personal information. They're acting like you're giving out your street address, which would be pretty stupid to do that, but that's not what people are doing. They're just advertising some of their stuff, like, it's nothing bad or anything. I mean, but like, yeah. So, but that being said, like, so, I think they could maybe bring back Miiverse, and like, whether it be part of the basic online or the expansion pack, it would just give it, even if you don't use it, it's just another thing that's there that gives it a little more. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's just another thing that gives you more incentive to you. I don't know. Just another thing that should. Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, gives you more for the service, basically. Even like, obviously you just have to fix it so people could advertise their, YouTube channel or business or whatever on there, because I don't think that's really a bad thing, But that being said, what do you guys think about the expansion pack? Do you think, is it getting worth the price, or do you think maybe there's some other things they could add to make it more worth the price? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and as always, thanks for watching.